Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Data Mastery, Marketing for Modern Growth. I am your host, as always, Jay White. With me, as always, my co-host, Jason Reno. Say hello, Jason.
Hello, Jason. How's everybody?
It's great to be back with you again today. We're hearing a lot of great feedback from you on our podcast. Keep it coming. We appreciate that. Make sure you're sharing with other people who are in the advertising and marketing realm, because we have a lot to share and we would love to get the message out there to everybody. And as always, please subscribe, link, bookmark, whatever it is that you do, hit a bell. I don't know, man. You tell me. But make sure you have quick access to this podcast whenever you need it. Now, today, we wanted to go into a certain type of advertising that a lot of you may not be familiar with. Well, let me put it this way. You've probably seen these types of ads, but you've never really thought, how do I get in on that?
100%. 100% unless I said 100% unless you're disconnected from the internet completely, you for sure seen the ads.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. But maybe you're thinking, you've never thought, well, wait a minute, how could I get my business on that type of ad? Today, we're going to talk about that. This is what we like to call the secret weapon of the Fortune 500 companies, because typically they're the only people that can afford this type of advertising, and they're the only people that can take it and maximize it like it needs to be utilized in the marketplace. And to be honest with you, they kind of keep it within their circles.
Well, I was going to say that the media companies kind of own a lot of the display networks. So, I mean, yeah, they purposely keep it, things like, $10,000 setup fees, large minimum ad spends and things of that nature, just to utilize these type of services to, again, keep a lot of the smaller local businesses, out of the picture.
Well, I was trying to, build the suspense until the big reveal, and Reno just blew it. He just blew
there you go,
right off the top. That's all right. Let me hand it over to you, man, because you know a lot about what we're getting ready to talk about in this whole marketing method. So tell us more about it.
Yeah. My apologies, Jay. Didn't mean to steal your thunder there. But what I'm referring to is DSP, demand side platform marketing, or programmatic marketing, where you are able to deliver your ads and expand the outreach far outside of social media. So there's so many companies that just get laser focused on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, maybe running some Google ads, depending on, if they're if they're looking for those high intent PPC type of individuals, but very few dive into the display side platforms. The demand side platforms, which is display ads, video ads, and then also CTV ads, which is connected TV. So businesses don't realize how simple it is. And I don't want to necessarily say simple, but how easy it is, a lot easier than they have mentally pictured, that's for sure, to get an ad on somebody's TV, and not just anybody's TV, but somebody that has searched for your product, has shown an interest for your product, something along those lines. A perfect example, a senior living facility that's one of our newer clients. We're able to run CTV ads specifically only to households within 5 to 10 miles of their facilities, and only to households that have multiple generations, 2 or 3 generations or more, and you can specify whether it's 2 or 3, and has at least 1 or more adult individuals in the house that are over, say, 55 or 65 or 75 years old, and you can specify. So now, instead of just running TV ads to everybody in Lubbock, Texas, let's just say, where it's like, hey, hopefully somebody within these households that I'm spending money to show my ads to has an elderly person or is responsible for an elderly person, we're now taking ads, running them within that same vicinity, but only to people who have multi-generation households, that have individuals that have people living over 65. But then also what we're even tying into it is the intent factor of the data. So now we're able to stream into the demand side platforms hundreds of thousands of individuals that just search for retirement homes, senior living homes, memory care facility homes, Alzheimer's treatment centers, things of that nature. So now we combine all that, and now we're really highly targeted with high intent and not only combining the intent, but then showing it to the right households on the localized level, which eliminates, I don't want to say eliminates all ad spend, because I don't know if it's impossible or if it's even possible to eliminate 100% of wasted ad spend.
Mm-hmm.
But it surely does a damn good job cutting out a lot of, wasted ad spend or just dead space where it's, you see, here locally in Southern California, we have like it used to be Time Warner, I don't even know what it is now, Spectrum or whatever. It's like, hey, run a local Spectrum commercial. And it's, basically you're just going to run commercials to all the Spectrum users within a 5 or 10 or 25 mile radius, but you have no idea if I'm interested in addiction treatment or retirement homes or a sport like lacrosse or whatever the heck is, just trying to name some of our clients, SAT college preps or whatever else that business niche is in. But what if you could take that intent data and now only show commercials to those? And, the beauty of it is, they're non-skippable commercials, getting your name, your brand, your ad out there with your logos to people who, are interested in your product or, have, an affinity towards your product.
So you can literally take high intent in market people who have searched for, let's say I just searched for, I want a new fishing pole or something, or let's say let's go with guitars here. Let's say I'm searching for
good
a
example.
Guitar. Right. I'm searching for a new guitar. You can take that high intent search data and roll me into a DSP marketing platform where I would see potentially an ad for a Guitar Center or Sweetwater or one of these places.
Yeah, let's just say Guitar Center, for example. So
yeah,
you Google best guitar deals, whatever specific, I'm not even going to try to pretend I know a freaking guitar name. I was going to try to say, I was going to try to say something cool like 62 Stratocaster or something like that. And I was just like, I'm going to sound like an asshole. I'm not even going to say anything.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Is that an actual guitar?
A 62 Strat. When did they invent the Strat? I think maybe the Strat was, let's say 59 Les Paul. All right. 59 Les Paul. That will get you somewhere.
So let's just keep it with guitars. Best guitar deals near me, guitars online, something along those lines. Any number of 2,000 to 3,000 keywords that we give the system, we then take those individuals that have just searched for any number of those guitar keywords, signaling that they're in market. They have an intent to purchase a guitar. We now feed those individuals on top of social media platforms, which I said that's what most people are doing. But we can add that additional layer of frequency and volume to put our clients' ads and offer in front of them with the demand side platform. So now on top of social media, it's the high intent data. Now we're talking like anywhere from ESPN.com, cooking.com. I mean, millions of different monetized websites. Because, as you know, Jay, we talked about this before, but a lot of people are taking breaks from social media. They only go on Facebook in the evenings for 30 minutes or on Sunday to catch up with their, what their kids or grandkids or friends are doing, or, they cut out, there's 5 or 6 social medias. Maybe they're only on TikTok now and they cut out Instagram and Facebook and everything else, or you really don't know where they're at, but you do know that they're on the internet and you do know that they're going to be on different websites. And if that's the case, at some point, the demand side platform has a much higher chance of reaching those individuals over, say, a social media platform. What most businesses don't realize is, because a lot of businesses, do see success with social media, but you are limited and handcuffed to only those individuals that are on the social media platforms, where with the demand side platform and the programmatic marketing, you're only limited to people who are on the internet, which is a whole lot of people. Like it's literally, unless you're cut off from the internet, there's a chance that we can reach you either on a site, on a connected TV platform, somewhere.
Okay. So I can literally be searching for a guitar in the morning, and then at night sitting down to watch my favorite show on Hulu or HBO Max or Paramount Plus or whatever, Netflix, and see an ad for Guitar Center, or even a local business that might be using this platform literally delivered to me. Is that true? Is that possible?
Correct. Yes. Sorry, I digressed there on the original question. So yes, you're searching for any number of these guitar keywords. We're now showing you those ads on, Freevee TV, Tubi TV, any number of the TV platforms, as well as the display and bumper and video ads on different websites. So when you jump on, I'm just going to say like an ESPN.com, and over to the right, you see the little video ads or bumper ads. As you scroll up and down the page, your ad is also there. So that it just, again, adds a higher frequency on top of the social media advertising.
So it's almost like it follows you around.
Yeah, I mean,
which from a business owner's perspective, from my perspective, I'm like, whoa, this is wild. From a business owner's perspective, that's like gold.
What's nice is, I mean, we can put our high intent data into it. You can take pixel data and you can retarget on the demand side platform. And what's nice is it's almost like setting out hundreds of thousands or millions of tripwires across the internet. Like, hey, Mr. Ad Platform, here's my ideal client. Go serve my ads to them. Go serve my ads to people that look just like them. Here's the different display networks, and you can kind of customize what. Here I can actually show it here. You can kind of actually hold on. That wasn't what I was going to show. So I mean, this is. Can you see my screen here?
Yeah, I got you.
Now you can just see the white, I think. So what I was saying is you can customize for the different channels, whether it's Fox or Discovery or where you think your demographic or your target audience might be. If you're, obviously targeting adults, you might want to exclude kids channels like Nickelodeon and things like that, so you can get highly targeted. What I have pulled up here is there's about 1,600 different factors that we can pop in here, or that we have to choose from. You can see here from business professionals to what kind of car they drive. Do they own a truck in the 1996? That's how specific that we can that we can get. I mean, do the retail type of what type of business are they in? You can see here business professionals, wholesale professionals. Try to scroll down here a little faster. I guess we're not in a super rush. Different occupations. What occupation are they in? What type of income do they have? Are they into different donors and donations? Are they into different, do you have a large e-com coin business and you want to target people that are into the coin collecting business? You can literally run ads, and people only that have shown an affinity and infliction within the last couple of weeks here for coins or coin collecting are going to see your ads versus just
crazy.
Throwing stuff against the wall. You see the different sports, how you can grab into the different age demographics. And so now another thing too is you can actually layer this. So you can say, hey, I want motorcycling, but nobody 18 to 24 can afford my $5,000 custom motor. I mean, that's probably wrong, because I know there's plenty of wealthy 18 to 24-year-olds. But I guess my point is you can layer this motorcycle, and then only people 30 to 34 and 35 to 39. So you can get, again, highly specific, and then layer these type of layer these all together. Different ethnicities. I mean, again, these brands and businesses don't realize how specific you can get, because a lot of these, when you're developing a business, a lot of these business coaches, you're preaching targeting a specific person. A lot of unless you're like a Coca-Cola who's just trying to advertise to everybody in the world, your business, your product, your services most likely aren't made for everybody. So why are you wasting your ad spend on advertising it to everybody?
Right.
Again, Jim, I'm going to say it. Instead of hunting with a shotgun, take out the sniper rifle, pick out different demographics, layer high intent data on top of it, and now show your ads to the right people for the most cost efficient way possible. That's what the demand side platform is.
So this has got to be outrageously expensive then, right? I mean, because if
billions and billions.
Yeah, if I'm sitting and I'm watching my shows in the evening, I'm seeing, Progressive, I'm seeing all these pharmaceutical companies, these people that are spending unbelievable amounts in advertising. So how could this even be how could the small to medium size or even a smaller large business even afford something like this?
So what we're able to do is we have a seat on a large display network, demand side platform network that we're able to then allow multiple clients to utilize. So we're able to, negate the $10,000 minimum ad spend requirement and the $10,000 setup fee, allowing our clients access to something like this with a much smaller ad spend budget, so they don't have to come in and spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a month. Plus, we help guide them through, what graphics are going to work, what the videos need to look like, because you can't run that 2-minute bitchin' video that you did that's on your website isn't going to translate into a bumper ad. We need to have something short, impactful, 29 seconds or less, or 14 seconds or less. And so all that type of stuff we walk through with the clients and show them the power of this type of advertising.
Do you have any kind of number that per commercial, like a cost per thousand or something like that? Or
great question. So it really depends on the industry. If it's as low as $30 to $40 CPM in some cases, which basically calculates out to 3 to 4 cents per click. Some of your tougher restricted niches, for example, the addiction treatment niche, sometimes is $70 to $80 CPM, which is cost per 1,000 impressions. But still, even at, let's just call it $100 CPM, you're talking 10 cents per unskippable commercial.
Yeah.
So when I say we guide the clients through how to set this up, on a CTV, you often can't click on it. Sometimes you see the commercials on your streaming device. A lot of people are watching shows on Hulu and these different platforms within their tablets, which is possible to click on. But when you're watching it on TV, those type of ads will show the clients how to set up a QR code, do a little 5 to 10 second ending with the QR code. But yeah, you're talking 30-second non-skippable commercials for 5 to 8 cents per impression. And when you layer this on top of somebody that is in market for your product, or just left your website and they're in your retargeting campaign. So it's like, hey, Google XYZ product this morning. You get home sitting on the couch with Johnny, and XYZ product commercial flashes again. You jump online that night before bed and check the scores on ESPN, and XYZ bumper ads and videos are flashing again. Who's going to have that person's attention or the first opportunity to earn their trust? You or your competitor who he just visited the website but has no type of follow-up or retargeting campaign.
Man, that's amazing. That is amazing. I can't believe that you can get a view of that magnitude in front of that many people, especially the high intent users for that little of cost. So this is incredible, man. I knew this existed, but I didn't know the ins and outs of it. And now I have a better idea of how it works. So I appreciate your time today, Jason. Thanks for explaining the DSP ads to us. And anything else you want to add before we go?
No, I think we're good. I think that that covers the majority of it. I can talk about it all day, obviously, but it's pretty cool. If anybody has any questions, just reach out. There's a lot to it, and it's more available than most businesses think. I think would be the emphasis of this freaking podcast is when in doubt, just ask, because it's probably more easily accessible than you realize.
Yes, we're throwing a lot of stuff at you guys. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us. You can find us at dataaccelerator.ai, or you can contact us through this platform, however you want to do it. But reach out to us and we'll get right back with you. We'd love to talk to you more about your advertising and advertising needs and see if something like this is a good fit for you. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and wrap up for today. This is the Data Mastery Marketing for Modern Growth podcast. I want to thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much, Mr. Reno.
Appreciate you.
We will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.